really excited for our team. Something that just felt good, again, to, hear those guys in the locker room post-game, celebrating a victory on the road when, all our team has done all year long, regardless of the result, is just continue to trust in their preparation, continue to lean in even more on each other, and the type of game it was today. Huge complimentary football from our defense, picking us up. Had another low red touchdown or interception that resulted directly into points early, and those guys fought off that feeling of woe is me or here we go again. We just weren't going to have it, and we found a way to piece together a complimentary win against a good young team, and a team that flies around out there, and they were trying to get their first win as well. But can't say enough about Flo and his group, the way they were on the field a lot. It was a hot day. They were on the field a lot, and when we had to have them, Harrison Smith, just unbelievable performance today. Does not surprise me one bit. He's somebody who I lean on constantly. One of my all-time favorites, and when we had to have it, he was at his best today among a lot of other of our defensive performers. That was really exciting. Offensively, at one point before the 4-minute drive there at the end, only 40 plays. Was proud of our run game again. Guys were leaning on those guys up front. Got Alex going. It was good to see Cam come in, and I think he had an impact there. Nice little 1-2 punch from those guys. Physicality in the run game. And then we were just, as far as some of those third down conversions, we've got to find a way to, JJ one-on-one there towards the end. We got to find a way to give him a chance to make a play on the ball. And then we were real close on TJ over the middle, just close in our drop-back game. And when you are running it well, you're going to have some of these third and manageables that we've got to find a way to keep, to sustain drives, stay on the field, and then get right back into how we want to play. But a lot of things we can go back and correct, and we'll pour into this tape and make sure that we continue to improve as a team, and quite honestly, we need to have a great performance next week back at home in front of our fans. And our players are going to go back to work this week, regardless of this result, and go continue to just chase improvement and know that our best football is continuing to be out in front of us.
How much is this kind of what you envision for Harrison Smith in this defense?
Yeah.
This type of performance?
I could remember, talking to Flo the first time I ever sat down with him last winter, whenever it was, and as we started talking about the possibilities and that safety group as a whole, it was an exciting conversation that all centered around number 22 and getting him around the line of scrimmage, getting him involved in the rush, getting his hands on balls in coverage, making plays in space, tackling. He's been doing it for his whole career, and it's just good to see him back in positions to make huge plays to impact football games.
What was it about Harrison that kind of led Brian to the top? That's the first thing that comes up, is he's kind of a
Well, I just think when you first sit down, you start talking scheme, you start talking, philosophy, and all, like so many of the bullet points that he was mentioning reminded me of Harrison Smith. Toughness, attack mode, being able to handle a lot of versatility within your role, to be, to make it as hard as you possibly can on offense, and then how it pairs together with the other 10. That's maybe the most exciting thing. It's just how much he's running the show out there, paired with Jordan, making sure that whatever group we're in, whatever check call we have, if we're playing it, if we're checking out of it, those guys are all on the same page, and he makes it all go.
He was saying that he didn't feel like in the first 3 games that he was a difference maker per se in his mind, I guess.
Yeah.
And today, obviously, he was. Do you think it just took a little bit of time to get himself where he needed to be, or is it just the way that this game worked? Or, obviously, you're a better team when he is one.
Yeah, I think, and I totally agree with you. We're the best possible version of the Minnesota Vikings defensively when Harrison Smith is an impact player, and we're going to continue to try to put him in positions to do so. But he is selfless. He'll do whatever we ask him to do. But I hope he's okay with that being a lot of positions to go make plays. And speaking of which, it was absolutely awesome to have Marcus Davenport back in the game. You could feel him in the run game on the edges, and then just part of that rush group. With Daniil, DJ had a sack, and what a big fumble return to take it back the other way. we got our bounce finally to bounce right up in his lap, and he made the rest happen. And then just the way we can tie in the rush and coverage together, try to confuse people, whether they're trying to block it all up or they're trying to get everybody out. Just keep people off balance. I thought the way we were kind of able to stop the run on some early downs, it's a good team running the football behind a good offensive line, and kind of force some of those passing situations allowed us to really fall into some premium ops for Flo to turn those guys loose a little bit.
Was Davenport's workload kind of what you envisioned, or as the game?
No, yeah, it was kind of, we were going to work backwards really early on, third downs, and making sure he was in on some of those premium ops. And then once he was good, I think his workload started to ramp up a little bit. Thought Coach Pett did a great job really managing that and really working with Flo. And Flo did a great job on a hot day, kind of rolling some of those guys. We, played dang near everybody, to manage, kind of those conditions and keep on playing good defense.
Kevin, that drive after DJ gets a scoop and score, how important was it for the offense to get 7, and what does it say about Justin that he was the guy who's kind of
I thought it was a great example of situational football there, kind of a chance to kind of potentially have a free play there when they jumped, and our guys took advantage of it. And Kirk knew right where he was going with the ball. Once he confirmed the flag came out, just absolutely dotted that ball to Justin in a one-on-one, which was a huge play. But it really started again with a run, a couple good runs, and then we tried to catch them in a play pass. They play shell coverage like they did a lot of the day. Kirk checks it down. Cam Akers gets 9. And I thought he got the first down, and quite honestly, was surprised to see it go 2nd and 1 there. But then we make a big play on the play there for kind of a free play type look. But I thought it was a big play, as was our touchdown drive in the first half. We had turned it over. They turned it right into 7 points. And we knew we could move the football. I think we had, before that 4-minute. We're having still 6.5 yards of play called. We just need more ops, and we need to make just a few more opportunities happen on some of these third downs. Our run game gets going like that. Earned first downs gives you opportunities to play pass, keeper, screen, or just keep hammering the run. So we just need more opportunities and to possess the football a little bit more.
On that touchdown, the longer one at Justin, was that the free play just going to him because of the free play, or was that where the read was probably going to go?
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where we've got verticals on both sides. It's kind of a predetermined deal.
So regardless of whether they were offsides or not, probably?
If they're not offsides in that moment, that ball's not getting snapped, and we'll let it run all the way down. It's really just the scenario we're trying to take advantage of. Thought it was great cadence. Kirk used his voice even on the road in that moment. And really, we're just trying to get everyone, crowd included, in a little bit of a lull right there, so he could use some cadence. And if there's even a remote possibility of somebody jumping, it's going to be a free throw up to the best receiver in football.
You guys basically give up 6 points offensively or defensively, and 10, I suppose, 13 are off turnovers. How much of a statement is that just for this defense as they try to build confidence and get the footing under?
Yeah, I think, Ben, I think it's huge. And I also think it's huge for the offense to understand we cannot do those things. And what caused them, how we could have executed better. But then it's a huge thing for team building when the defense says, I got your back. And they go out there and they make some critical plays. Got us the ball back for a chance at a 2-minute drive there at the end of the first half, and we're moving it. Quick, in a breakdown there, and all of a sudden, they're coming. We put the defense right back out there. They hit a long field goal. It's the exact kind of middle 8 loss of momentum that has really hurt us early on in the year, and the defense was able to once again go out there and get some stops there in the third quarter and allow us to get that kind of drive there, touchdown throw to JJ, and pairing it with the Wanham fumble recovery. That's what won the football game.
Akers and Madison welcome so much split going forward? Did they play well?
Yeah, I think they really did, and Cam's done a great job coming in, absorbing it. I still have a lot of strong feelings for Ty Chandler as a nice change of pace as well. Feel really good about that running back room, really do. But Alex Madison, you could feel him. He seems to just get stronger and stronger and stronger with each individual carry, and then to have Cam to kind of give him a blow, keep both those guys fresh. It's kind of how I envisioned it. Maybe sprinkle Ty in here and there to get a little bit of that, 4.37 out there as well. So we've got versatility in that running back room. I think the tight ends and how we can get big with people, and the way Josh and TJ block on the edges, paired with the way there's been a lot of immediate improvement in how we're running the football too. The way those combinations are working, we're getting dense in the front and taking people, double teams, taking people to the second level. They played a lot of 5 down against us to try to discourage some of the runs maybe we hit last week against the Chargers, so we kind of adjusted a little bit, and we're able to still get some really quality run game going today.
How do you evaluate Kirk's game?
Yeah, I think not a ton of opportunities, and that second interception, he's trying to give Jordan Addison a chance, on a first down right there, kind of into the end zone, and then we'll reset it from there. I'm trying to make a play, and I think we just got beat pretty immediately at maybe right guard there. So we'll take a look at that. I was disappointed in the first one. We're driving it down there. We did score, on a big grouping play pass, and the holding call brings that back. We overcome it all the way to get a manageable at just about the 5-yard line right there, core play. And I think he thought he could kind of sneak it into the flat as his first read, but coverage look all the way, chance to progress in rhythm, and I know he'll do those things. But our main goal today was we wanted to start fast, which we were in the midst of doing, and then what an ultimate momentum changer there when you've kind of had your way down the field and then they end up with 7 points. So tough to swallow early on in the game, but I thought it was a great test of our guys just continuing to play, continuing to not flinch, and allow a critical play like that to kind of snowball. But we'll continue to improve on offense. I love where our running game is right now. We'll continue to build around that and chase some third down execution in the pitch and catch world to ultimately stay on the field, extend drives, and apply pressure to the other side.
Last one.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.